organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, there wasn't just one president in the White House this past month. Daily Iowan TV sat down with President Sally Mason to talk about her trip to Washington.
And find out how the university is celebrating the right of equality.
And in sports, extended coverage from Kirk Ferentz's last press conference of the season.
Stay tuned, Daily Iowan TV starts now.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Hello and welcome to tonight's edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Mary LaPleca.
And I'm Kara Bimschlager. Daily Iowan TV sat down with the University of Iowa President Sally Mason earlier today to cover everything from local to national issues. President Mason recently returned from a trip to Washington, D.C., but issues back here in Iowa City were still on her mind.
At least understand what you can do if, in fact, you find yourself in a situation where you've been sexually assaulted or someone's threatening you. I think the construction will start to really shape up quickly. It's not that Hawks Ridge isn't still an option, it just won't be an option through us. The President and the First Lady in particular are very interested in having a national discussion on, and they all are around the notion that it's really important for especially college-ready low-income students to be able to make good choices, rational choices when it comes to a college education.
Today, middle schoolers from all over Iowa and Illinois gathered at the Coralville Marriott Hotel for the Universities of Iowa's 17th Annual International Day for Human Rights. The day focuses on educating the youth on raising the standard of living for everyone. Our own Mulan Wing has a story.
Hundreds of middle school students from eastern Iowa and western Illinois gather in the Marriott Hotel and attend the 17th University of Iowa International Day for Human Rights. The conference will introduce the issue, problems, and evolve the human rights globally, so the students can get the idea that the world is really different than Iowa. The conference focused on the human right to an adequate standard of living. The activities include a keynote address presented by a panel from the Iowa City Shelter House, a large group session exploring health and wealth around the world, in which students learn to use an interactive map and play a card game in small groups to test their knowledge about global conditions. UI College of Education professor said that the activity could broaden students' horizon to know more about global issues.
This year, the 25th article of the UN Declaration of Human Rights.
The event is hosted by the University of Iowa College of Education in cooperation with the Stanley Foundation. The program officer Jill talked about her feelings.
A supporter in a way of the United Nations by getting people together to talk about the same sorts of topics that are talked about on the floor of the United Nations. And so human rights is a big part of that. And teaching children about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights so that they know what the content of that document is all part of global education, and that's part of what our community partnerships area does within the Stanley Foundation.
This is Mulan Wang from Daily Iowan TV.
Now let's take a look at what is happening beyond Iowa. $13 billion. That's how much J.P. Morgan Chase & Company agreed to pay after a federal investigation into the bank's sale of low-quality, high-risk loans. According to the Justice Department, the bank sold risky loans without telling the buyers the danger involved. Those loans then lost value during the housing crisis. $4 billion will go directly to consumer relief.
George Zimmerman's bail was set after being arrested yesterday for pointing a gun at his girlfriend. He was charged with aggravated assault. Prosecutors also said in court today that Zimmerman tried to choke his girlfriend last week. Their arraignment is scheduled for January 7th.
And today marks the 150th anniversary of the Gettysburg Address. The Gettysburg Address is one of the most well-known speeches given by previous President Abraham Lincoln during the American Civil War. Many Americans gathered at the Pennsylvania Battlefield Park to honor and remember Lincoln's words.
And now we're going to hand it over to Brianna Jett for our local weather. Brianna?
Hey guys, grab your umbrella because rain is on its way. Tomorrow morning will be around 39 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. The temp will rise to 45 by the afternoon, but the rain will also increase to about a 50% chance. We will drop back down to the upper 30s in the evening. Taking a look at the rest of your week, we should expect rain and sinking temperatures. Rain will continue into Thursday with temps in the mid-40s. Friday's high will be 43, but the low will fall down to 25 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Saturday will be the coldest day of the week. 32 degrees is the high, but the low is a chilly 14 degrees. Sunday skies will be clear, but the temperatures will remain in the lower 30s. Monday will warm up to about 46 with cloudy skies. Well, that's all the weather I have for you today, so back to you guys at the desk.
Iowa SJMC.
Want a major that'll take you somewhere? I joined and now I'm in Los Angeles, California, interning for Conan O'Brien at Warner Brothers Studios.
I joined and now I'm working in public relations for diabetes research.
SJMC.
Thanksgiving break is just around the corner and everyone is anxious to go home.
I know, I'm definitely one of those people. I'm actually leaving tomorrow. I've got Thursday and Friday classes canceled, so I'm even more anxious. I'm leaving tomorrow. So
That is very, very lucky, and our Laura Gibbs has more on Thanksgiving fun in Street Chatter. Laura?
Hey guys, Thanksgiving break is for being thankful, family, and lots of food. And since everyone around campus is looking forward to Thanksgiving break, I asked people on the street what their favorite part of going home for break is. Let's take a look.
My favorite part of Thanksgiving break is definitely getting to catch up with some old friends from high school.
Honestly, I'd have to say the food. Every house you go to, it's different, and you can always, take home leftovers.
The best part of Thanksgiving break is being home with my dog.
Getting to see all my family members that I don't get to see throughout the year.
My favorite part about Thanksgiving is pretty much getting around with the family, and I know my grandma and my mom, they cook the best food, so.
Well, I know that I can't wait to bite into this year's turkey at my house. Well, I hope every student gets home safe and has a great time relaxing during this 1 week break from school. Mary, Kara, it's back to you guys.
Now we're going to toss it over to our own Whitney Blakemore and Jordan Cabialis with everything you need to know black and gold. Guys?
Thanks, Mary. Football, finally back on the program again. Whitney Blakemore and Jordan Cabialis coming at you from the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio.
There may be 2 games left on the slate for Kirk Ferentz and company, but Tuesday afternoon's press conference will be the last of the season, with the Hawks set to take on the Huskers in Lincoln during the university's Thanksgiving break.
Don't worry, though, Hawk fans. Plenty to get to on the program tonight, with the Black and Gold set to host the Wolverines at 11 a.m. this Saturday. While the Maize and Blue do have a staggering lead in the all-time head-to-head series, Kirk's crew did win 3 straight between 2009 and 2011 before being waxed in Ann Arbor last season 42-17, something head coach Kirk Ferentz hasn't forgotten.
Last year we never even got our hands up. It was, especially in that second quarter, it was over pretty quickly. So, they got a lot of the same faces back from a year ago. I can't remember a Michigan team that wasn't extremely talented, and we've still got a lot of work to do at our end, so it's going to be a tough task for us.
Getting pressure on the quarterback will be a must if Ferentz plans on reversing last year's scoreline.
The head Hawk addressed exactly that this afternoon.
Is it? Yeah, that's the issue for us is we're not a big blitz team. Our percentages are probably way lower than most people. So, typically for us to get there, we got to get there with our front four, and that is an area we need to improve upon.
It may be senior day at Kinnick Stadium, but Jordan, it's a sophomore making the headlines in Iowa City over the past 2 weeks.
That's right, Whitney. Jordan Canzeri, all the buzz Tuesday afternoon.
Well, he's certainly in the rotation now a lot more prominently than a month ago. Yeah, and then the other good news is with the bye week, I think our backs will be fresher. I think they, I don't want to say they're worn down, but like our whole team, I think everybody gets a little bit tired as the year goes on. It's a long season. And, last week gave our guys a chance maybe to get their legs back. Hopefully that's the case. And I think we definitely saw that with Jordan in the 2 games that he appeared in before the break.
The Hawkeye defense will definitely have to play better if the Hawks are planning on making a decent season into a memorable one for the Kinnick faithful.
A key part of the Hawkeye secondary in charge of shutting down Devin Gardner, Jeremy Gallen, and company, Tanner Miller.
Our own player insider Alyssa Bergamini caught up with the Hawkeye safety this afternoon.
Hey guys, Alyssa Bergamini here, joined by safety Tanner Miller. Tanner, jumping right into it, what will be the key factor in winning this game against Michigan?
I think just playing, assignment football. They got a lot of weapons on their team, and they got a lot of skill players that are, that can make big plays. And so I think it just comes down to, as far as the defensive wise, just playing assignment football, and then, as a whole collective team, just staying together and playing through the ups and downs and playing the full 60 minutes.
And this year, your team has surpassed last year's record of 4-8. What do you attribute this year's success to?
Just working hard. I think, at the end of last year, for us seniors, we came together as a group, and, we made sure that wasn't going to happen again. And, we tried to bring those young guys along and to lead by example and show that wasn't going to happen, and we weren't going to accept that. And so, over the course of the offseason, we really worked hard and took it into the season, and, I think we've done a good job of changing things.
And 2 games left of the season. What do you make of the year?
I think it's been great. Obviously, it's not over yet, and obviously we're not satisfied yet until these, until we get 2 more wins and then, into the bowl game. But, I think we've done a great job of, just coming together as a team, and this is probably one of the closest teams I've ever been on. And, I'm really, really proud to call these guys my teammates.
Saturday, last time playing at Kinnick Stadium. What emotions are going through your mind right now?
It's probably not something that I can really, think about right now. It's probably not something that's going to hit me until I actually run out there and play. And, I've thought about it a lot, and that probably doesn't do it justice. It's probably going to have to be one of those things that you don't know until you experience it.
All right, thank you, Tanner. Best of luck this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have on the program tonight, but be sure to check us out tomorrow as we go live right here in the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio.
For now, Mary, Kara, back to you at the desk.
We're bigger, we're deeper, and we're more experienced than we've ever been.
Here's White, ducks it through. Cummins gets the step on the drive, score it, and a foul. Now he throws it down. Barber with the play made to Aaron White.
Selfies. They are seen at least once a day through social media, and it has become a common term to use around your friends while taking photos. Well, the word selfie is finally getting the praise it so well deserves by being named the word of the year by the Oxford English Dictionary. The Oxford Dictionary members defended their choice on their blog, saying, "Seems like everyone who is anyone has posted a selfie somewhere on the internet."
So, in honor of this selfie, we found some selfies around the newsroom with our very own anchors and reporters.
Here's our weather forecaster Megan Tickner, all smiles in the DITV studio.
Here's reporter Rebecca Swives with Harry Styles, What a Lucky Gal.
And Muriel Kone documents her first time trying Sprinkles cupcakes. They sure do look delicious.
And Cody Goodwin may be our tough wrestling expert, but here he is showing off his sensitive side. Cute pup.
And usually Alyssa Bergamini is a happy camper. Don't worry, Alyssa, it'll get better.
And if you have any selfies that you'd like to share and celebrate the word of the year, tweet them at DITV News on Twitter.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get an inside look into Wednesday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read about how UI students can get their undergrad and graduate law degree.
And see why Senator Bolcom brought in Nevada medical experts to push for legal medical marijuana in Iowa.
Well, that's tonight's edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to watch us tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.